All right. As you may or may not have heard me say, this is probably about an 8 out of 10 difficulty. Okay, for you guys here. So this question is relatively difficult. There's lots of opportunity to go wrong. You guys have the skills to do this though. Okay, sorry to. Oh, that's my good copy.
Okay. So, if you have been asking for help, then you probably heard us say to multiply by the conjugate of this here. So, we multiply by 3 plus root 7 plus x squared. 3 plus root.
Yeah, while Michael's doing the math, he's excellent at math, by the way. One thing I just want to mention here. Remember, you're getting 0 over 0. So you have to think to yourself, I either want to get rid of the x squared minus 2 in the numerator, or I want to get rid of the 3 minus root of 7 plus x in the denominator. It is impossible to get 3 minus root of 7 plus x squared in the numerator, right? So what we're probably looking at is to find a way to get x squared minus 2 in the denominator and cancel that. And theoretically, that's what we're trying to do. Sorry to interrupt, Michael. Go ahead.
Okay. So, with the top, we're not going to distribute it because, yeah, we're going to see what happens with that. So then we get x squared minus 2 times 3 plus root 7 plus x squared. So you do that because you're trying to get stuff to cancel out, so we leave it like this so then it can cancel out later. But with the bottom we'll multiply here. So what would we get in the denominator? Yep, because the other ones cancel out. Minus 7 minus x squared.
Okay, now just remember it changes to be a minus because it's like minus the whole bracket,
Yeah,
right?
it's minus the whole square root here. So then we get lim x approaches root 2. And then we have x squared minus 2. 3 plus 7 plus x squared all over 2 minus x squared. So what do we notice about here?
Yeah, we don't notice anything. This is the problem.
Anything. We don't notice anything.
Nate, give the aha moment. Nate, what's the aha moment?
Well, that was a shocker right there. I was not expecting that. Okay. Okay. You're right. So, if we factor out the negative 1, negative 1. So then,
I don't know if everyone heard that, so there's a lot of whispering in saying, I don't understand this. That was the key step to the bottom. 2 minus x squared is like the opposite of x squared minus 2, right? So take our negative. That was a moment of brilliancy by Nate. Congratulations, Nate.
so this is just switched around, but it's still x squared minus 2, so these two can cancel. So now we get the limit of x approaches root 2, 3 plus root 7 plus x squared all over negative 1. So now we can sub in root 2 for x.
Okay, before we continue, how do we know that we're good here? We're not going to have a problem.
Because there's no x on the bottom?
Yeah, it's impossible to get, there's nothing in the denominator also for negative 1, right? So we're happy, we're feeling good. If you get an answer of 0, which we're not going to get, that's still okay. You can live with 0. If you have a slope of 0 or whatever, yeah, that's fine. Right? Sorry.
Good stuff. So we get sub in x equals root 2. So then we get 3 plus root, well, root 2 squared is 2, plus 7 is 9, over -1. And that is square root of 9 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Divided by -1 is -6.
Okay, you guys ready for the level 10 difficulty question?
What is that?
Oh, I lost it. You can't do this one now. Did I leave my lesson over there?
Don't get hand them out now if you don't finish this.
Your homework today, as I'm saying, is numbers 1 to 4. Your homework on Monday is going to be 5, 6, and 7. So if you get number 1 to 7 by the time I get back, which is Tuesday. Alright, that's what happens. Here, take it, whatever you want. So here we go. Here's the level 10 or 10 difficulty.
Oh, there's more. There's a small question.
Yeah, so the plan is, for Monday is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Tuesdays, like this weekend, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, here we go. So if you're saying to yourself, hey, my name is Ben and I'm a limit master, okay, and I want to be a level 11 paladin. Here is the level 11 paladin question coming right now. If you look at this question, you probably want to scream. I know I do. That says x plus 8 to the power 1/3 minus 2 all over x. I heard you say it's not bad. How do you know? It is a cube root. Good. Okay, good. Now, the thing is that I'm having, though, the thing is we can't do something like this. That's what I would want to do, but you can't. Because there's no nice way to cube something like that, okay? So, think back to, I don't know when you would actually have done this before. I think back to logarithms, maybe. Okay? What did you do to logarithm questions that look really, really mean? Or when you did identities, or when you did identity questions that were really, really mean, what would you do? Right? What I'm hoping you guys would say, crying is yes, true. Secondly, I'm hoping would be a substitution.
Stare at it.
Okay, so what we did there, I did a substitution, and I chose k to be x plus 8 to the 1/3. Why did I choose x plus 8 to the 1/3? Okay, look, we'll look at that one because that, for me, is the hideous part of this question. Okay, that's going to change the numerator into k minus 2, which I can deal with. Now, the problem was, you know, like that, k minus 2? K minus 2 is doable. Okay, definitely. The problem is I have two variables then. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to rearrange this to isolate x as well. So I can substitute this for k and I substitute x for something else. Can somebody show off their brave math skills and solve for x on the bottom, please? You have to raise your hand, please. Somebody be brave. How do you get rid of a cubed root? Good, wonderful, good. So that's k cubed equals x plus 8. Okay, things are looking wonderful, in fact. Tremendous, excellent. What's the next step to solve for x, please? Minus 8, good. So I'm going to say k cubed minus 8 equals x. Are we okay now? We're good? Can somebody be brave and sub that back into my question and tell me what we get? So what's it going to be? Go ahead. Good. K cubed minus 8, yeah. So it's going to be limit of x approaches 0. K minus 2 all over k cubed. And actually, I may actually switch that out here. I may actually fix something here. Since there's no x value, I'm gonna change that limit here. I'm gonna use my I'm gonna change the limit. If x approaches 0, k equals 0 plus 8 to the 1/3, k approaches 2. Okay, so I just used the algebra there to solve for k. Hold on a sec. Now I see one person back to give me this look right here, okay? I did 0 plus 8, which is 8, and the cube root of 8 is just 2. Okay, right? So if I'm subbing in 0 and for x, k is going to be 2. If you don't like that, you can leave that step and do another substitution at the end, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this all in one step. Now you might say, Mr. Sadler, I don't really see how you helped me. Because if I do sub in 2, I get 2 minus 2 divided by 2 cubed minus 8, which is still 0 over 0. So you can factor, lovely, wonderful. If you think back to Monday, if you go all the way back to Monday, how do we factor k cubed minus 8? No, close though. Go ahead. No, not past triangle, close though. Geometry is wrong as well. What was your first homework? Do you remember? It's difference of cubes factoring. What's difference of cubes factoring? Oh goodness. Oh, it's been a long week. It's been a long week, okay? Does that look better?
X cubed minus y.
Now I know.
Turn back, yes. Difference of cubes, first day. Then level 11 Calvin, level 10.5. Yes or no? Ben, question? Okay, why? Sorry, question? So I just use difference of cubes is all I use there, okay? So k minus 2's cancel. So limit k approaches 2. 1 over k squared plus 2k plus 4. Now, if you don't like the k thing, you can sub back in k equals x plus 8 to the 1/3 and get a mess in the denominator and sub in k for, or x for 0 if you want to. I'm just going to sub in k for 2 right here. So it turns into 1 over, remember I said this is a level 10 or 10 difficulty? Which is 112. Okay, that is the worst question you will get today. Okay, let's talk through the homework before you actually go here. We'll talk more what these on Monday and Tuesday. As far as what the homework is, number 1 is just factoring, and I guess all the above. 2 is all factoring, 3 is factoring, and 4 is just good algebra. 5 will be, and if you get to 5 this weekend, good. If you don't, that's 5. 5 is going to be the rationalization, and 6 and 7 are leading into the rest of this unit. Right? As I said, that was level 10 difficulty question you just saw on the board. Okay, like that is one that it's not intuition. Okay, but substitution is an okay method. All right, and if you see something that's messy, substitute it. Right, and I always do substitution always in math. When you're factoring sine functions, just do that in advanced functions, I hope. Sine squared theta, so yeah. Try to stick to that. Okay, this was a painful lesson, I get it. This will make your brain rattle when you try this weekend. Please try it. Yes, we didn't get the outside of it today. So good question. I like what Evan's doing there. So I'm embarrassed again, Evan. Evan is going through his note and saying, yes, we did method 1, yes, we did method 2, yes, we did method 4. I didn't actually get to one-sided limits today. We'll see if we can do that on Monday. Okay. Mainly, most will be 1 and 2. There'll be an occasional one like this. Okay. Yes. Okay. We're not having like that. Thank you.